Bringing in FAA drone pilot and founder of Gargoyle Systems, Mike Fraietta. Mike, I appreciate you making the time, and I'm so curious, what are your initial thoughts on these sightings, and do you think they're military or commercial grade, and why?
Well, initially, I think it's really important to ask the question, is this a friend or foe drone? In this case, my gut says these are friendly drones. We've seen NOTAMs, which are short for notice to air missions, that were going out on November 25th, December 4th, when these sightings started. These are listed publicly as confidential flights coming from around McGuire Air Force Base, which is located in central New Jersey. Now, if you think about drone usage, right, there's a lot of positive uses we've seen in agriculture for scanning and for going over. And now you think about, well, maybe we need to check our own shores for potential bomb threats or potential nuclear situations. So maybe there's a test of like, hey, we need to put these drones and test things over there. And then also what's happening in Ukraine and Gaza, there's a lot of drone warfare, and we're helping Ukraine with our drones. So maybe it's drone technology that we're looking at and testing there. I think there's a huge failure of communication governments, as there always have been, as is designed by the system, to communicate with each other, which I think is causing a lot of chaos and panic.
Okay, so that is fascinating, and there's a lot to unpack there. So let's say in the case of New Jersey, one sheriff's department's own officers called 911 this week when they saw 50 of these apparent drones coming off of the Atlantic Ocean. In that case, who would be testing what? What is going through your mind there?
I mean, in that case, since then, right, there has been images which are clearly airplanes. Like, we monitor the sky with Gargoyle Systems all the time. We're out with binoculars. We're out looking at the apps of what plane is flying what helicopter's there. I have seen very little evidence that these aren't. You see the red and green lights. Those are commercial piloted aircraft that have been there. I think a lot of people haven't been looking up for the last couple of years. So it seems like, all right, now it's time to look up and see that. But also where everyone's dusting off their drones. There's great Black Friday deals a couple weeks ago on drones.
Yeah, but 50 of them, but 50 of them coming off of the Atlantic Ocean? You think these are people who got great Black Friday deals and are just flying together for fun?
No, I think most of them are aircraft. I think there's manned aircraft that are coming in off the ocean. I don't think those are coming off some mothership out there. There is potential, again, if you're scanning, think about our Coast Guard, right? We've got to monitor the coast and see what's happening there. So that, again, it could be another testing operation of, hey, let's go out, see what's on the coast, come back in. Again, communication failure, but this very much well could be our military testing and looking at things over on the ocean.
Okay, so earlier we spoke with NewsNation special correspondent and investigative journalist Ross Coulthart about this. He said he found it interesting that these drones weren't giving off heat, and he also spoke with a person who flew their drone next to one of the devices. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the other side of this. Let's take a listen.
There's other people, and I'm yet to confirm this with the police authorities, but I've confirmed this with locals that illegally, and I don't advise people do this, one local illegally put a drone up adjacent to one of these objects, and the battery of the drone was drained instantaneously when it came into contact or near proximity to the object.
Mike, is that normal? Is that concerning?
It's not normal. It's not concerning. It is concerning if you're in Ukraine right now on the other side and you're in the middle of drone warfare, right? So you've got another drone. We saw 2 nights ago a Ukrainian drone, a smaller one, took out a big Russian drone, right? So now we need to develop. This is where the warfare is happening, is in the skies with unmanned. People have the headsets on and they're flying around and they're battling each other, right? So now that to me seems like a feature of something that would be used in warfare there. I think the bigger concern is that people should be concerned, right? We've got our water supply, our electric. It's exposed right now. We don't have nets over our power grids, our power stations. We're seeing robberies nonstop. Yep, sorry, go.
Oh, okay. Well, Mike Fraietta, I appreciate your time tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, you can watch NewsNation's special report with Ross Coulthart, Drones over New Jersey. That airs tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central. So many questions about this. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.